Wonderful. Happy Sunday. I had to think what day it was. Happy Sunday. We're going to do a 60-minute yoga class. I'm so glad you guys are all here. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga, 2 breathing exercises, 26 asanas, postures. For the for the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Take a moment with your arms down by your sides. Stand up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting the sun. Exhale, arms with your ears, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, place your hands on the floor, shoulder width distance, push your hands into the floor, feel your biceps engage, and then step back into your high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and imagine you're gonna pull yourself down to the floor, hover just above the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or Up Dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one leg, straighten the other, and then start to press your heels down to the floor, hips to the ceiling, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift, back flat, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center, 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, weight in the toes, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands shoulder width distance, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion doesn't work, skip it entirely, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, hug your elbows in and imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend. If you're doing Up Dog, make sure thighs are off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. If you're doing down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at your hips, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, pull yourself down, hover just above the floor. Inhale, come up into your Up Dog or Cobra. Exhale, your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels on the floor. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can take a wider stance with your feet if that helps you press your heels down, lift your tailbone up, create a big expansive spine, wide open back. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful, so that's our little warm up. We will now hop into our beloved 26 and 2 sequence. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up slowly. Push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze your butt, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, even as you exhale, abdomen in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathe into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. So at the beginning of class, we're working on our neck and shoulder mobility, and we're also working on our lung expansion. Exhale, head up. So just your head drops back, no backward bending. Slowly exhale, push out all the air, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, bring your head and arms back. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body. It's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm moving to the left when in fact I'm bending to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movement throughout class. Just know that in this style of yoga, we will do the right side first. So with that in mind, as you inhale, lengthen your arms to the right side of the room. Exhale, come down, push your hips to the left. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, without tensing your jaw or holding your breath. Relax your face, lift your chin, and breathe slowly in and out through your nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming in spring. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture I can't show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Go down with a flat back, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. Try to get the lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Hands to feet pose, Padastasana. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath.
Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body. Knees can stay bent. Keep stomach on thighs. Chest on knees. Face on the shins. As you're ready, roll forward. Lift your hips up. Stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, arms with the ears, knees can bend as you lift up. Nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller, that's the whole goal. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows, without bending your knees. Continuously push your hips further to the left. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward. Bring your head and arms back. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Throughout class, you will hear invitations to get deeper into postures like push, 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 or kick, kick, kick. That does not have to apply to you. If you are new, if you're dealing with an illness or an injury, maybe you're just a little cranky today, give yourself permission just to be still and breathe on days that feel good. That's when you go a little deeper in the posture. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back. Notice if your wrists are bending and elbows are coming apart. Hands are coming apart. Squeeze your palms together, wrists straight. Keep your eyes open, lift your chin and chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. You want to feel a stretch in your armpits, your chest, your abdomen, your hips. Keep the weight in your heels, lift your kneecaps, push your hips forward, push your hands back, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, biceps with ears, go down, hands to floor. Relax your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Second set, here we go, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. In some styles of yoga, with hands to feet pose, we have the elbows out to the side. In 26 and 2, you want to wrap the elbows back. Elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine, roll forward, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Change, come up, biceps with ears, knees can bend as you lift. Very nice, arms down, and you stand taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees are going wider than your hips, right? You want to keep the knees in line with the hips, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down, change. Inhale to come up. Last part, keep your arms there, fingertips active. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a ½ inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, change, slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. It's worth noting that the original version of this class takes a full 90 minutes. The 60-minute version goes pretty fast. If you ever need to slow down a little bit, I totally understand. Keep the weight in your heels, lift your chin up, chest up, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, concentrate, meditate, levitate, lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Try to sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change, inhale to come up, last part. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a scotch off the floor, and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. So even in this abbreviated class,
We're still trying to go in and out of postures slowly with control. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, change. Slowly come up. Try to keep your back flat as you lift up. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at your elbows. Again, if you can, at your wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Try to stay down there and bring your right leg over your left leg, right leg over left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes. Eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. And if you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Bring your left arm under right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies towards the front of your mat. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep your hips low and bring your left leg over right leg, left over right, cross twist. Eventually you'll touch your left foot to your right calf, eventually foot wraps. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Bring your knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, sit down and lean back. Change. Feet together, arms over your head, second set. Bring right arm under left arm, hands together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards the front of your mat. Pull elbows down, sit down, try to keep your hips low and bring right leg over left leg, cross twist and breathe. So on this side, bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left. You want your elbows over your knees. Shift the weight back into your heel, stick your butt out, sit down a little bit lower, and then lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, last one, here we go. Left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull elbows down. One day fingers below the nose, bend your knees, sit down, keep your hips low, and bring left leg over right leg. Make sure you're breathing. We're transitioning into the balancing part of class. Sometimes when we balance, we get really serious or we forget to breathe. Relax your face, sit a little bit lower, breathe, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Lovely to be here with all of you. Okay, cool. Let us continue. So we're gonna balance on one leg. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janu Sharasana. Lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, you're gonna round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Throughout the posture, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is parallel to the floor. If both legs lock, puff up your chest, lock your arms, and then start to bend your elbows down, chest down. One day elbows touch the calf muscles. Keep bringing the chest and shoulders down. So one day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your left leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. It's a great passive stretch to the Achilles and calf and a nice way to strengthen your ankle. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and eventually pick up your left foot like you're about to help your best friend over a fence, all 10 fingers interlocked. Lift your right kneecap, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Getting the kicking leg to straighten out takes a long time. You're gonna slowly over time kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, stretching the whole back of both legs. If both legs lock, lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows into calf muscles, shoulders and elbows and chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscle, heel forward, toes back, stomach in, change. Slowly reverse out. You put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or an even, Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lift your left kneecap, lock your left leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your right leg up, Flex your toes back, stomach in, round down. So you want to use your muscles and your standing leg to keep your joints stacking. Hip over, knee over ankle. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe touch your head to your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out, take your time, eventually going out step by step. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your right kneecap, lift your left leg, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. If your standing leg is bending a lot, try to lift your hips. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your tailbone under, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. It's a compression posture. You want to compress the front of your body, move your hips forward, hips towards the ribs, toes back to your face. Change, slowly come out, take your time. Very nice. Okay, that was a forward curl. Next we do a back bend, standing bow pulling pose. If you're new, just listen extra careful in the next couple seconds because the grip for this posture can be a little confusing. I'm going to show you from an angle. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. If you can't grab the inside of your foot, try grabbing the outside of your foot, and eventually you're just gonna walk your hand around. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, lift your chin, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head from the side. 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous. 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Body down more. Leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change slowly. Kick yourself up. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up, left hip a little forward. Try to start with your hips in one line. Lift your right kneecap, lift your chin, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. So kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Eventually, you want your left foot directly on top of your right foot, which means you have to come down parallel to the floor. Body down, leg up, slide the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Very nice. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle. Left arm up, right hip forward. Try to square off your hips. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. This side might feel different from the other side. It does for me. We're not symmetrical. Just focus on the fundamentals. Slide your shoulders apart. Try to keep your hips in line. Get a back bend. Lift your chin, lift your chest, lock your standing leg. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, knees together, lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If you fall out, take a breath and hop back in. Final few seconds, bring the body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat, Dandasana, balancing stick, flat back posture. Inhale, arms overhead sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, bring your head and arms back. You want to keep your neck and shoulders in line with the rest of your spine throughout the posture. Step your right foot forward, stretch up first, point your left toes and tilt. Keep your neck, shoulders, and arms in line with your spine as you come down. Bring the body down to parallel. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward. Stretch up, point your right toes, and tilt. Slowly come down. So the slower you move, the more you're using your strength and your balance rather than just like inertia, right? Bring your chest down, chin forward, heel up, hold here, breathe, stretch, change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Take a breath. Go again, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. So it's always form before depth. Better to go a little bit into the posture than to come all the way down with the elbows and knees bent and the spine rounding. Think of your arms as an extension of your spine. You want one long line from the side. Change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, here we go. Step your left foot forward, lift both kneecaps, point your right toes and tilt. Charge your body forward, shoulder blade scapula coming away from the body, body down more, leg up more, squeeze your palms together, wrist straight, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. For the next three postures, you're welcome to be on the long side of your mat so that both feet stay on your mat. I'm gonna face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikram, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, chest up, and swan dive forward. Lock your legs. Grab your heels, catch your breath. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet or your pinky toes. You can also start with your hands on the floor in front of you. In yoga, there's not a lot of pulling, there's a lot of pushing. So if you have a grip on your feet, this is a nice opportunity to pull on your feet. Roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down, try to touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna flow to triangle Trikhanasana. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out. Most people wanna take a bigger step. You want your feet under your hands, so a wingspan step. Inhale, breathing, bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face, visible to the side of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, drop your right thigh down, push your left knee back, and then stretch the crown of your head up. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, bring your arms overhead sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels to one side of your mat for standing separate leg head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Turn your back left toes in, and then you can press your left hip forward, trying to even out and square off your hips. So 2 hips are in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and without moving your hips, go down. Round your spine, chin to chest, abdomen in, eventually touch your forehead and knee together. The rounded spine postures are ones to be careful of, especially if you have a history of slip discs or your back is just bothering you. You can flatten out your back
Eventually, you're gonna round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Take your time as you come up, head up last. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. So to touch your knee and head together, you can try taking a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can push your fingers into the floor to round your spine. Again, eventually knee and head touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, arms with ears, hands together, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Second set, stretching. I'll show you from the side, arms up, step your right foot to the right at least 4 feet. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward, stick your butt up all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. If you can, grab your feet, bend your elbows back. Elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward. If your head's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step. Roll forward, hips up, knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. No rush. Second set, triangle. Press your hips forward, lean back, turn your right foot out. Maybe left toes in a little bit, take a bigger step if you need to. Bend your right leg and lunge, sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms. It's really normal, especially at first for the feet to feel like they're sliding apart. If you're losing control of where your feet are on your mat, imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Sit down more, chest up more, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips just between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, look for your right thumb. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, bring your left rib cage forward, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, turn toes in, arms up, palms together, pivot on your heels. Second set, head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Turn your back toes in, press your left hip forward, right hip back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down slowly. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot all the way down. Chin to chest, bend your front leg if you want to, touch knee and head together. Stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe, maybe palms together, left hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest, arms with ears, head up last. Pivot on your heels. I'm going to show you from the front. Make sure heels are in line, but not crisscross. Turn your right hip forward, forward, palms together, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down without moving your hips, right? When our back is tight, our hips will try to open. If you can keep your right hip forward the whole time, then it's the spine moving rather than the hips. Chin to chest, bend your front leg, touch knee and head together, stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe, left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, hands together, arms with ears, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then toe.
This is the hip opening series. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. So in our version of tree pose, you want your foot on top of your thigh so that the sole of your foot is flat to the ceiling. We're training our hips and our knees to sit in lotus pose one day. If having your foot all the way up is not working today, that's really normal. You can start with your foot on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to groin. Slowly let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knees. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here, work on opening your hips, work on your balance, work on stretching your spine up. Otherwise, flow to toe stand. Fold forward, hands to floor, lean forward first. Put your body weight in your arms, lift your left heel, keep leaning forward as you bend your knee and sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, make sure you're having fun. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up first to straighten your standing leg and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good. Change right leg down, lift your right kneecap, lift your left leg up. Touch your heel to your costume. Slowly let your left knee drop back. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Fold forward, hands to floor, lean forward first. Once the weight is in your arms, then bend your knee and sit. There's never weight in your knee as you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. Whenever you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor. Lift your hips up and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice. Change left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. I'm going to adjust our camera angle a little bit. Wonderful. Okay, we're on the floor for the rest of class. What time is it? Okay, great. So lying on our backs, head to the front of the mat, feet to the back of your mat, bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed. Take an inhale and an exhale. We'll continue Padastasana when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers just below your right knee, your shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and hold still. Change right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to keep your right leg on the floor. Depending on your pelvic alignment, your right leg might not naturally touch the floor. If that's the case, flex your right toes back to your face. Change, left leg down, both legs, lift up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body, hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. As you exhale, let your shoulders fall. Second set, keep your shoulders relaxed, bend your right leg, interlock your 10 fingers. So your fingers are doing a lot of work here. Try to keep your shoulders and hips down. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Avoid your rib cage. So try to keep left shoulder down, left glute down, left calf down. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, nice tight grip. Pull your knee out and down. If you're rolling weight to the left, make a muscle with your right arm. Again, try to evenly distribute your body weight on both shoulders and sit bones. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, maybe other elbow on top if you remember. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your heels in line side by side, not crisscross. When we line up our heels, we by extension start to line up the hips and then the whole spine. So eventually the shoulders, middle back, hips, even the neck on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, any back pain, Please skip the sit-up, especially the first sit-up. You just roll off to the side and meet us on the stomach. I skip sit-ups all the time. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Very nice, turn. Everybody lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bujongasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor. The rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent and make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Hug your arms into your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep your knees and feet together. Lock your legs, feet down, hips down, press your hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up, feet together, lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use your back strength. Keep your fingers together, pointing forward, hands flat, not cupping. Where are your shoulders in relationship to your ears? Roll your shoulders back and down. Nice long neck, long legs, like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, lift your chest. Good, change. Slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Arms down, heels open. Locust Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms so that your palms face the floor. Thumbs outside, pinky fingers inside. As you're ready, you're going to walk your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lengthen your heel to the back wall, lift your knee up to the ceiling. Change, right leg down. Relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall. Use your left big toe. Press your shoulders down, press your knuckles down, spread your fingers wide. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Maybe bring your arms a little closer underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Notice if the knees are bending. Knees together, feet together. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out and look to the right. If you are a guitar player, a knitter, you're a hairstylist, any hobbies or professions that you do that involve your hands, your wrists, your elbows, maybe you're a tennis player, this is your posture, right? When we bring the arms nice and long, eventually arms under the body, we start to stretch out through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and knuckles. Really good for stretching tendons, ligaments, right? All the connective tissue in the arm. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you. It might be uncomfortable to have your arms underneath you, that's okay, but if your elbows, wrists, or hands are hurting, bring your arms out to the side. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So with the arms under the body, we create a tourniquet effect on the arms, but for some people, simply having the arms locked and out to the side is enough of a stretch. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift your left leg up. The higher you lift the leg, the more you can strengthen the spine. Shoulders down, press your hands back, lift your heel, change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, roll forward, you can do it, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, and take a breath. Okay, Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, Point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor. Rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. This posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles. We're lifting the legs and the upper body off the floor at once. So lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right. As you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale, relax your left ear down to the floor. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift, everything lifting off the floor. Keep your fingers together, hands at a 45-degree angle, so thumbs pointing up a little bit. Spread your arms apart, knees, feet together, breathing still through the nose, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, take a breath. Last posture on the stomach, Dhanurasana, floor bow. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. If you can't grab both feet, first set, try to grab your right foot with your right hand, left arm out in front. Second set, you'll switch it up. Otherwise, grabbing both feet, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up to the ceiling, and kick. This is the last posture in the spine strengthening series. Up until now, we've isolated the arms and legs, but in this one, we connect the hands and feet together for a deeper shoulder chest opener. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, take a breath. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and kick into your hands. Imagine you're gonna touch your big toes to the ceiling. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back and you're kicking up. Notice if your wrists are bending, try to bring the insides of the wrists closer together, squeeze your buns, point your toes, open your chest, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for Supta Vajrasana, fixed firm. I'm gonna show you from the side. So you're gonna come to the top of your mat, start in tabletop position, open your knees and feet, point your toes to the back of your mat so the insides of your feet stay parallel. As you're ready, slowly start to sink your hips down and walk your hands back. You can have your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down between your heels and you're not in any pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, next shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. A little bit goes a long way, especially my friends who, maybe you're like a runner, a soccer player, a skier, a cyclist. This is your posture. We're stretching through those tight toe, ankle, and knee joints. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So usually the postures that are the hardest for us are the ones that we need the most. So if you only go like an inch into that posture, please don't be discouraged. I promise you it's like exactly where you're meant to be, right? A gentle stretch, but never a point of pain. If you'd like to skip this sit up, roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm. Can open your knees a little wider, and you can keep your hands in front of you the whole time and just like pretend like you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Magazine. Very fun. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands back. So it's all how you frame things, right? One day, sit down between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, next shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and take a breath. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. It's really amazing to me, my dear upstairs neighbor will often like do construction at odd times. And I've realized, I mean, maybe you can hear her now, but the way that Zoom picks up sound, there's many things that I've found are like loud to me that others cannot hear over Zoom. I find it very interesting. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Artifirmasana. I'm gonna show you from the side. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. So now you're really stretching through the toes, ankles, knees, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor and help yourself in. Otherwise, try to go down forehead to floor and then little fingers to floor. Active arms here, palms together, tilt your pinky fingers down, lift your elbows up, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with ears, hands together, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. And if you've ever tried to like play music on Zoom or, you know, listen to music, but like from a friend, right? Not from like a professional setup, you'll notice that you might have to play around with the settings because the sound, like the natural, if you just download Zoom, which all of us clearly have, right? The sound is set up for business meetings, right? So certain other things like music don't necessarily come in well, or like background noise purposely does not come in well, right? Because it's intended for meeting purposes. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on heels, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down slow. Core strengthener, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Change, come on up, very nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Now, I consider it a good thing that you can't hear my neighbor using what sounds like a chainsaw in her living room. But if I were to try and like, I don't know, like play an instrument for you and it didn't come through, I might start to think that there was something wrong with me, right? Like not Zoom, not the setup, but I might start to go like, oh, there's something wrong with like how I'm doing this, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat for Camel Ustrasana. I'm going to show you from the side. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Keep your eyes open. Look up. Lift your nose, lift your chin. You might start to feel your central nervous system activate. That is normal. Keep your eyes open. One day, relax your head back. Option to stay here or keep your hands on your back. Go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, or if you have to lean way back to grab them, keep your hands on your back. It's better support for a well-rounded spine. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So at first, right, when something doesn't go our way with like audio quality on Zoom, we might think that like, oh, it's me. And then often what I found at least is like, it's not me, right? It's the setup. Like it's this system that was put in place. That's the actual issue. So you have to go around and play with the settings. But this is true outside of Zoom too. Sometimes if we're like bad at a yoga pose, we go, oh my God, I'm bad at yoga. What if it's not you? What if it's not even yoga? What if it's the fact that our system sets you up to sit at a desk for 8 hours a day? Of course it's hard for you to pick up your foot. You're stiff, right? So I promise you most of the time it's not you. It's probably not the yoga posture either. It's just like the other stuff that's going on in life. And eventually we find this happy ground where we use the asanas, the postures, to make the other parts of our life like a little bit easier. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, camel. Can open your knees a little wider. If this posture bothers your knees, or if any posture bothers your knees or your ankles, you can always roll up your mat underneath. Place your hands on your lower back, and we're just gonna go slow. One day look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head back. Option to stay here or go back halfway. When you're ready, you can grab your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Good. Change. Put your hands on your back. Push yourself up. Head up last. Turn around. Savasana. So sometimes in Zoom and in life, we think that we're the problem, and a lot of times it's actually like the system that's been set up in place around us. So when you start to notice that happen, like, hey, maybe my neck is stiff, not because I'm bad at yoga, but because I tuck my chin to my chest and look at my phone all day. When you start to notice that, right, then you can think, well, of course I can't drop my head back all the way every time, but that's okay, right? Because then you're slowly learning how to heal your body, right? So that you can do the things that you're passionate about for longer. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Rabbit, Sasangasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. I'm going to show you from the side. Make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Hips forward, shoulders up, round your spine. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So fixed firm is a great example of like, especially if you're, for example, a runner, you might not go very far in fixed firm, but that's okay because it'll help you keep running for longer, right? So sometimes things that we're passionate about make certain postures a little bit more difficult, and that's okay because it's not about the postures. It's about you getting to continue doing the things that you're passionate about as you age, as your body changes. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, rabbit, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down, chin to chest. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize them. So if nobody has told you yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, cut up last, turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Bada bing, bada boom, zoom, zoom, zoom. Here we go, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, one set of Sharasana, head to knee pose. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Head to knee pose. You can bend your right leg as much as you want, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. If it's easy for you to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, see if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Elbows down, right shoulder down, rolling to the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, hands sit up. Padastasana stretching. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left. In this posture, think about stretching rather than rounding, right? So lift your chin and chest, stick your butt out. Knees can stay bent at first. You're just going to fold forward with a flat back. Eventually legs straight, eventually legs lock, fold forward, elbows down, pinky toes back, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Good, change. Stay seated for spine twist. Take a moment, identify left, identify right, don't mix them up. Artifirmasana, bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Right arm close behind you, left arm up and over your right knee. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Wrap behind you, try to grab your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'm gonna show you from the side. You can also have your right leg straight out in front of you. Left arm close behind you, right arm up and over your left knee. Try to grab your right knee with your right hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over left shoulder and twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you for a half bind. Try to keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin the 26 and 2 yoga sequence with a breathing exercise, and we end class full circle with a breathing exercise. So there's 8 limbs of yoga, and one of them is the breathing exercises, right? The pranayamas. BKS Iyengar says, what if the pranayama is more than an exercise? What if these breathing exercises are actually prayers? And I love that idea of like our breath holding a little bit more than just oxygen, but maybe some spirit in there as well. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So this is a wonderful breathing exercise for getting out of your mind into your body. You're gonna sit well, either knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Exhale rapidly through your mouth as you snap your belly in. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. You can close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Final Savasana. So through yoga, like of course we stretch and we strengthen, right? But really, I think like what we're really doing is fostering the mind-body connection. And we kind of get to enjoy it at the end of class. So just feel the back of your head on the floor. Feel your shoulders on the floor. Let your hands and feet be heavy. If you're ever feeling particularly untethered, maybe like in a little bit of a frenzy in your mind, just return to this, right? You're just feeling where your body is in real time and real space. It is so simple, it almost seems too good to be true. And it's not a magic pill. In fact, it's not magic, but it is magical, bringing us out of the mind, back into the body, back into yourself. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.